All right. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Let's get this show started. I know what you're thinking. First thing out of the gate, you look ridiculous, Adam. There's probably some truth to that. But I don't care. Because it's Christmas season. And I'm going to be joyful today. And some of that is because of this right here. It's not coffee, folks. But you guys know the routine. Let's get a few of you folks on here. Let's talk about some Christmas stuff. My goodness. I may have to lay off the eggnog. Woo! How's everybody doing? What was everybody's week like? And yeah, what's everybody's week like? What are you looking forward to? We'll get this started here in a second. Post this out on some of the other social platforms and get you heathens up here and come on over and say hello. Let me know where you're at in the world. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this thing on. This thing's tight. Holy cow. It's cutting off the circulation of my brain. We all know there's not much there to begin with. All right, it's time for your HMG Weekly Wrap-Up, folks. I'm back in the studio. T-Dog, what's up? Thank you. I thought I was alone. I knew I could count on you. You like the sweater? I told you guys a couple weeks ago I had to postpone the sweater thing because the one that I had, which my wife found, is too small. So I got this yesterday on my way home. I spent the week, actually last week after the show, I got some stuff done. And then on Saturday morning, I got in the car, drove to Virginia, and came back yesterday and went down. Shout out to Green Valley Hunter's Paradise down there in Bath County, Virginia. Great place to go, unplug. Hunting season, it's over for me now. They can hunt until January 3rd, but I'm done for the year. It's time to get focused on HMG stuff, wrapping up 2026 and getting into or wrapping up 2025, getting into 2026, excuse me. And but every time I get a chance to go down there, the last couple of months have just been awesome. Clint, Luke, great guys down there. I got to hunt with HMG supporter, my buddy Barry from Forget Genetics. Go check them out, forgetgenetics.com. Great company, veteran owned. So I got to spend some time there with him the last couple of days. So it was just a good time. It's always a good time going down there. If you're an avid outdoorsman, if you like to hunt, even fish, they don't have a website, but you can find them. They don't have them yet, but you can go to Green Valley Hunter's Paradise on Facebook and reach out to them there. They do week hunts, day hunts, birds, deer. You know, obviously the season, all that stuff is going done now for this year, but for next year, if that's something you want to do, go check them out, shoot them a message, and get on down there. They got a fishing days coming up, I think, in end of April, May. I'm sure I'll be posting about it. Cause we'll probably be down there trying to do a live in some form or fashion. So it's always a good time. So again, shout out to those guys down there. So naturally, on my way home, I stop at the old Buc-ee's, and they got one literally right off of 81 there in Virginia. And I said, I saw that sweater, and I was like, I gotta have that for the show today. So I bought this sweater specifically for you guys today. I'll get an eggnog in a minute. This is not coffee today. I had my coffee. And some of you I know are already asking, Adam, is that eggnog spiked? Yes. Yes, it is. Don't judge me. There he is. Ken, good morning, brother. How are you? Um, so yeah, and then I haven't had a haircut or anything like that in the last couple of weeks, so I decided to throw this little number on. And then of course we got the Christmas bow tie. And I'm sweating my ass off right now, guys. So ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. Let's do this. It's time for the wrap up. Guys, we've talked about movies, right? We've talked about Christmas movies. We've talked about ugly sweaters and re-gifting, which I did not get a response from very many people. Some of you did respond. Thank you for those of you that did, and said yes, you have re-gifted. Nothing wrong with that, I don't think. God bless you for doing it. Today I want to talk about Christmas food, right? You know, what are some of your favorite Christmas foods? And I want to put this out there in the beginning here. Um, I think it was in the description. What do families eat? What's a traditional Christmas meal at your house? Do families do like they did at Thanksgiving? You have like a turkey, a ham, mashed taters, uh, stuff like that, or do you do seafood? Because some people do that. I didn't realize that until I came over Chinese food or Chinese food. How many of you do Chinese food? Um, T Dog, fun story. After I talked to you yesterday, I ended up having Chinese food last night, thanks to you. So, cheers to you, brother. Um, and I know some of you are wondering who won the ugly sweater contest. We'll get to that in a couple minutes. But I want to know if you're watching right now, leave a comment below, or if you watch this throughout the weekend, leave a comment. What is your typical Christmas meal for your family? Is it turkey, ham? Is it seafood? Is it Chinese food? Do you order out for pizza? What do you guys do? I wish I could remember, but I'm pretty sure the eggnog's kicking in. This might be an interesting show, folks. I'm putting that disclaimer out there here in the beginning. Don't judge me. So I've done pot roast. Pot roast is another one. I think we've had pot roast in my family once or twice during Christmas. I don't remember doing turkey. Ham's a big thing. Venison, because we usually have that readily available. I'm trying to think of what else, like cranberries and stuff like that. Like, you think Thanksgiving again, but I'm not really. Prime rib, that's the other one I was thinking of. Thank you, T Dog. I appreciate that. Prime rib is another one. I want to know what your guys' Christmas go-to meals are. Now, I've done seafood before too, where I've been to places where we've done scallops, shrimp, crabs. I mean, I'm out on the East Coast most of the time now, as you guys know, and they pick crabs out here. Not gonna lie, I mean, it's a thing. It is a thing out here. Trying to think of what else. Obviously, this is Christmas stuff. Now, is that the same for like Hanukkah? Uh, what are the other ones? Kwanzaa, T Dog. What's the other one that I'm thinking of? You said it yesterday. Uh, uh, God, why can't I think of it? I can't think of it. T Dog, if you're watching, put it in there. What's the other one with the scary? Looks like scary thing. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'll think it anyway. Doesn't matter. What are some, like, again? Merry Christmas. That's what I say. Festive. Yeah, that one. Yeah. What is there? Do they do different foods for that? Krampus. That's the one I was looking for. Krampus. Festus Krampus is the character. I'm thinking of Krampus. That's one. Do they do anything different food wise for that? I don't know. What are you guys' go to? Now let's get into the important stuff. You got the meals, right? Leave your comments there. But what are some other ones? It's just fun stuff to um eat over the holidays. Some of the like I want to. As you guys tell, I'm itching to get into snacks. Why? Because I'm going to do it right now. You can't go wrong with the Little Debbie right there. Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes, and they come out before uh before Thanksgiving. I only know that because any avid hunter out there has this in his little pouch or in his pocket when he goes out to his tree stand. That is a whole lot of sugar this early in the morning. Ron, I need more coffee. You ain't lying. In fact, I have to roast coffee today. So that's why when I was gone for the last 5-6 days, we ran out of coffee and the wife went and bought store-bought stuff. I forgave her. And then she forgave me for not having coffee readily available for her, knowing that I was going to be out of town. But yeah, but eggnog. Eggnog. How many of you like eggnog? Anybody? Eggnog takers? Spiked eggnog specifically? Little Debbie Christmas trees rock. Yes, they do. Yeah, I won't eat it anymore, guys. It's gonna be. I'm already. I was trying to figure out what to do for today's show, and I'm putting stuff together, and I had it on my phone while I was gone. I didn't save it. This is all last minute stuff, but I appreciate you guys being here. Let's talk more about snacks, though. You know what? I am going to eat this. This is This. And here's the other problem. There's these little Christmas trees. There's 6. There's 6 in a box. How many of you would sit down and eat the whole box? I think I get sick after 2. And you ever notice as you get older, you really can't stomach certain foods anymore like you used to? Depends on who names the eggnog. I like that. I'll be honest with you, Ken. I forgot what I put in here this morning, but I did put something in it with a touch of cinnamon on the top. Listen, guys, it's Friday. We're less than a week away from Christmas. Can you guys believe that already? Less than a week away. How many of you, show of hands, still have Christmas shopping to do? I admit, I do it. And let me tell you something. I love my wife. She's horrible to shop for because she buys all of her own stuff anyway. And I was like, why don't you wait and get some of that stuff or let somebody get it for you for Christmas? And I mean letting somebody get it for you for Christmas, meaning me. It's all right, though. All right, back to the food. Christmas food. Let's talk snacks. What do you guys use for snacks? Talk to me, guys. Oh, done and done. Good for you, Ron. Now, is this Ron or is this Helen? Who's done? Who's done? Let's be honest. What do you guys like for Christmas snacks? What do you guys put out? Sailor Jerry's. That's good. Okay. All right. Ron, good to see you, brother. I appreciate you. Give Helen a hug from me. And Abigail. Miss you guys. Danish butter cookies. That's on the list. My wife likes those. That's on the list. So here's some other Christmas food stuff that we have. For Santa, I got to put this up here. For Santa, you put out quesadillas and carrots. Why? Ken, not done shopping. I'm right there with you, brother. I'm right there with you. All right, foods, snacks, deviled eggs. That was one. Let me see here. Gingerbread. I was never really a big gingerbread guy. Warm gingerbread, like fresh baked warm gingerbread, I like. Cookies. You can't go wrong with the cookies. Let me tell you something, y'all. My grandma Hellickson, God rest her soul, when she was alive, she would make these cookies with like what felt like 2 inches of frosting on it. Wasn't that much, but there was like a cool layer of frosting and some cool stuff. They were the best cookies uh, during this time. So I absolutely love it. Hey, David, good morning to you, brother. Appreciate you. What do we have here? Ken, she'll know what I get done. Yeah, that's true. Nothing like wait till the last minute, gents. Am I right? Huh? Here's a drink to that. Wait till the last minute to get your Christmas shopping done. Those of you that shop year round and then try to hide stuff, wait, come on. Where's the fun in that? I'd rather play double the price, right? No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. David Gordon, good morning. Appreciate you. So yeah, cookies. I love the cookies. Ooh. David says he smokes a roast for Christmas Eve. I like that. I may have to give that a go. That's a great idea. Can't go wrong with that, especially if you like smoked foods. Man, I love that stuff. Where was I? Cookies. Frosted cookies. My grandma Hellickson, she used to make the frosted cookies. They were great. They were great. As a kid, popcorn balls. I had a great grandmother when I was younger. She'd give all the grandkids, great grand popcorn balls, and then I don't know if it was like a food coloring or whatnot, but nonetheless, they were good. Eggnog. And you can see my cheeks are getting a little rosy. Eggnog. Merry Christmas. What else? Fruitcake. How many of you like do that fruitcake for Christmas? Does anybody eat that? I remember seeing it on like a coffee table and stuff, and then 6 months later it was still there. I never got into that. Apple pie. Apple pie is another one. Now, when you think Christmas, I don't have any. I didn't bring any up here. Candy canes. How many of you like candy canes? I like to make hot chocolate and put a candy cane in there afterwards. It's just kind of something I like to do. And we've already gone over the Little Debbie's Christmas tree cakes. So good. So good. Mark, ho, ho, ho. What's up, brother? Forgive me for eating. I'm eating a Christmas tree. It's Christmas. We're supposed to eat, right? Anyway, well, one of the other things, let me see here. What do we got here? Fruit cake. There's good ones and bad ones. Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, cookie plates. You can't go wrong with cookie. Keep the comments coming, man. Keep the comments coming, y'all. Mark over on Instagram, love candy canes and hang them on the tree. Yep, that's good. He used to do that too. That's a great idea, Mark. I gotta get back into that. Hey, how many of you hang your candy canes on the tree? I forgot about that. Hanging your candy canes on the tree. That's a great idea, Mark. T Dog, meat and cheese plates. Keep them coming. I'm loving this. One of the things that we do, it became a tradition in our house. Usually when I'm at my parents, and my son used to like that. What is it? Monkey bread. Anyone know what monkey bread is? Have you had that monkey bread that we used to have that for that caramelized bread and stuff like that? They would my mom would make that monkey bread for breakfast. We'd have that in the morning. So monkey bread, another one. And that's actually pretty good. What's another one? Chex Mix. How many of y'all do like the Christmas Chex Mix? Now, I was told there's different types. There's like a spicy Christmas Chex Mix. There's a Chex Mix that says that's like they call it Christmas crack. That's not. I didn't call it that. That's what I was told, but it was like the white chocolate with M&Ms in it. Is that what it's called? Is that what it's called? What do we got here? Oh, Mark, that's a good one. Mark's making homemade cinnamon rolls for Christmas. I love this. Keep them coming, guys. What else do you guys do? I want to know. Because here's the thing. Here's a little bit sad. It's kind of sad. In my first year, where Junior, little bird will not be home for Christmas. So it's kind of I'm an empty nester this Christmas, but that's all right. I got wife's family and stuff like that. I got my nephews over there. I'm not going back to Wisconsin. I will be here and I'll be live next week, the day after Christmas, because I want to see what Santa brought all y'all for Christmas. How many of you, which brings me to a question, how many of you were on the naughty list this year? No, I didn't ask that. Take that back. I know some of your guys' minds and where you're going. How many of you are excited to see Santa next week? And if any of you put Santa's not, I'm not going to say it. Don't put that stuff in the comments, please. Here's the thing. I think we need to leave that alone, especially when it comes to the kids. Puppy chow, David. Thank you. I was actually 2 down from what I was going to do. Puppy chow is another good one. I like that one. The Chex Mix or Chex cereal drizzled in like chocolate and a whole bunch of powdered sugar. At least that's how I'm understanding it. David, correct me if I'm wrong. Another one, roasted nuts, right? Chestnuts are roasting on an open fire. And then peppermint bark. How many of you like the peppermint? I'm on the big thing on peppermint bark, but that seems to be a big thing as well. Peppermint bark. So there's a lot going on. What do we have here? Homemade sweet potato pie. I'm not a big pumpkin pie eater, but sweet potato pie, that sounds amazing. I like that. All right, David. I see what you guys are doing here. I love it. Ken, I mean, watch football with that. Yeah. Are there any traditions that you guys had? I remember as a kid, I had a fairly large family and 2 different families that we had to go to. And I remember on Christmas Day, it was at another great grandmother's house. It was at a farmhouse, and we would play football in the snow with all the cousins and stuff like that. That was one. Trying to think of some like other stuff that we've done as a family, or just things that I remember as a kid, doing around Christmas. You wake up in the morning and you sing Christmas carols and all that other stuff. David Willis, what's up, brother? Good morning to you, sir. Appreciate you jumping on. T-Dog, Santa always comes to my house for the kids. That's because you got good kids. Tina, what's up, sis? Good morning to you. Appreciate you jumping on. Christmas, I think this is just a great time of year. And here's the other thing. There's other holidays. I want to take a step back just off the Christmas topic for a second. You have Hanukkah. You have Krampus, that we talked about. The other stuff that's out there, good on you. I'm covering Christmas because that's what I believe in. Period. What else? It's all cold and get out here. It's raining here. I'm actually surprised, knock on wood, that we have had internet this morning because it's been storming here. It's raining like crazy here in the east side of Pennsylvania, and it's raining down in Virginia too, I guess. Hey, David, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Kaylin, what's up? Merry Christmas, sis. How are you? I appreciate you jumping on. Kaylin, I need you to answer this question before you go. Traditional meal you, Hobby, and Sweet Pea have. Do you guys do turkey, ham? Do you do, what was it, pot roast? Do you do seafood? What do you do as a typical Christmas meal? Keep that coming. And while you guys are continuing to answer some of these, finishing up my morning Christmas snack. Don't judge me. Family does seafood. Okay. Freezing in Denver. That's right. I forgot. You guys are up in Denver. Okay. Tex Jr. He's I think he's down in the Springs. Yeah, David, don't judge me. It takes a lot to look this good and to eat sweets and drink spiked eggnog on a Friday morning this early. But the things that I do for you guys is because I love you. David, mashed potatoes, corn, mac and cheese. Whoa, that came from left field. Wasn't expecting that one. Oh, I love it. I love it. Guys, I'm telling you, and Kalen's known me for a long time too. Um, Spike stuff and Adam don't always get along very well. What about the meatloaf? Ooh, meatloaf's another one. I got two of those. Dave says he's got two of these sitting on his desk right now. Attaboy. I love it. Oh, well, yeah, the meatloaf. I didn't even think about meatloaf or the mac and cheese. Ron, I am a true giver. I try. It's the Christmas season, and I try to spread joy. And if that means dressing up like an idiot, then so be it. What else? Listen, we got a couple more minutes here on the Christmas stuff. I just think it's a cool time of year. Everybody get together with your loved ones if you can, and you gotta remember it's a time of giving and to be and at the same time be thankful. It's and I look at it, a lot of people look at Christmas as this is the time of year where everything's kind of dying off, ending, and you're gearing up for the next year. We're not quite there. Yeah, we got a couple weeks left, right? Next week is Christmas, less than a week, right? Next Thursday, I believe it is Christmas Day. And I think it's cool. It's nice to be on it. I will be here next week. Yes, Kalen, I'm doing holidays here in Pennsylvania. I will be live next Friday, the day after Christmas, because I want to see what how many of you are Christmas hungover, and see what Santa brought all you good boys and girls this year. So, yep, doing the holidays here in PA this year. So, and that being said, I gotta give a shout out to my little brother and my sister-in-law, Jay and Lauren Hellickson. They had I'm an uncle yet again, right? I've been an uncle for a while, but I got a new nephew, and he was born last week. Bo, and he wasn't really born. He kind of just jumped out and started walking around. I mean, this kid is a tank. But yeah, I love it. Joe Urick, so yes, he is around. He's over in Lancaster, David. Yeah, I gotta get a hold of him. Thanks for the reminder. All right, let's dive in. Well, before we do that, let me say this real quick. Here's what's gonna happen for the next couple of minutes. I only picked out two news topics that I saw this week, because I want to keep it kind of positive this week. And yeah, this is, again, it's Christmas, and let me say this: I thank you all for being here. For you guys showing up today, and when you guys show up each and every week, you leave the comments, you send me emails, I get text messages from some of you heathens during the week. I absolutely love it. And I think it's great for what you guys do. It really, I very much appreciate it, and the community that we have put together here. I haven't done this alone. This is you guys. All right. So I appreciate that. Rob, he likes my hat. Uncle Rob, thank you. I appreciate you. Kaylin, I will appreciate you. Thank you. David, I hear you. I hear you. Yes, David Willis. Yes, Misfit Nation, American Freedom Front. Yep, I mentioned that last week. Rich LaMonica, thought it was great. Let's dive into. Here's what's going to happen. We're gonna do these two articles quick, because I really want to see what you guys have to say about these two articles, and they're military related. I'm going to put that out there right now, and then we'll hit some of the key highlights. We'll keep this kind of short today because I know some of us still need to do some Christmas shopping, so I want to get you guys out there before it gets too busy and whatnot. So, oh, look at that. Hey man, appreciate you jumping on. We need to connect. Sober Vet Podcast. I know you are um Jim Neary from Jim Neary's Live Bait and Tackle down in Kirkwood. It put us together once, or he keeps talking about Adam. We reach out to this guy. We gotta touch base because you're right across the river from me. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and let's talk about just in time for Christmas. Nation's gift service members 1776. $1,776. President Donald Trump announced, this was, I believe, Wednesday night, that nearly 1.5 million service members would receive a $1,776 bonus to both thank them for their military service and to commemorate the 250 years of the U.S. military has been defending our nation. This has gotten a lot of when you Google this, it's got a lot of different tones in some of the articles that I've read. There he is. Malachias, what's up? Merry Christmas, brother. I appreciate you. Man, we gotta catch up. David, thank you. I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna put that up here. Mia's trying to spin it saying that the Army is the only one getting it. They're not. It goes to Air Force. It goes to all the services. Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps. So yeah, that's the. And here's the thing, guys. The media, as if I have to say it, but mainstream media, you guys know, they're trying to spin off of everything. Like, oh, it's coming from the Terra. It's coming from this. It's coming from that. And there was another article. I think it was FactGov or something like that, and they were saying on that particular article, it was, and I'm paraphrasing here, that they can't do that because if it's from the tariff, it actually goes into the Treasury Department, and you can't pull from the Treasury Department. There goes my tie. Look at that. Bow tie got drunk, fell right off. So yeah, it is going to be interesting. But you know, is this something? What are your guys' thoughts? Good or bad? I thought this was a positive, so that's why I'm sharing it. And I thought it was kind of a cool number, 1,776, 1776. Y'all see what he did there. And right before the Christmas holidays, when a lot of younger troops need it, but Ken makes a good point. There's a possibility that every Class 6 will be empty across the world. And that's not a lie. That's probably very much a true statement right there. Space Force. What happened? What about the Space Force? Well, when they get back to Earth, maybe they'll get something too. I think they pay them in moon rocks. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'll be honest with you. I don't know much about the Space Force and all that other stuff. So anyway, moving on before this gets out of hand. Here's another one I thought was a positive, and this is kind of on a personal level too. Statement on Department of War's strengthening the Chaplains Corps. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth has announced a bold action to prioritize religious liberty and practice in the military, executing a top-down cultural shift, putting spiritual well-being on the same footing as physical and mental health. Okay, sounds good so far. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said this week ordered a sweeping change to the U.S. military chaplain corps with a plan to simplify a system that he said has become too focused on new age concepts. Our chaplains are chaplains, not emotional support officers, and we're going to treat them as such. Okay. Um, in a video statement to the force on Wednesday, faith and virtue were traded for self-help and self-care. Hegseth said, adding that chaplains had been minimized and were viewed by many as therapists instead of ministers. I could see that. I could see that. He also took aim, so he took special aim at the Army, saying its current spiritual fitness guide is pushing secular humanism, and he ordered the service to cease using the program immediately. It mentions God one time, it mentions feelings 11 times. It even mentions playfulness, whatever that means, 9 times. In short, it's unacceptable, it's unserious, so we're tossing it. End quote. All right, guys. I got to make a hat change. This thing is, whew. Here, I'll leave it right there. That thing is compressing my head, giving me a headache. So the Chaplain Corps, I think them doing a complete overhaul on the Chaplain Corps. I don't see that as a bad thing. I think that's something that the military needs. We need that, right? What are you guys' thoughts on that? Those of you that watch this that are live right now, give me your thoughts on the 1776, a little bonus, and the Chaplain Corps throughout the entire military, getting a full overhaul. I think this is a good thing. I think this is a good thing. I said I was going to keep this short today. Real quick, friendly reminder: go to heroesmediagroup.com. Check out all the great podcasts that are out there. We've got a lot of great shows. I'm going to talk about a few of them here real quick, but before I do, what do we have here? What do we have here? David Willis. We need to do a full shift on military. Has got soft. I would agree with that. Full send on both issues. Thank you, Ron. Appreciate it. I want to go back to Dave's comment here. Here's the thing: we did a full shift on military has gotten soft, but like in my era, like late '90s, early 2000s, like the old guys, the Grenada, Dead of the Storm 1, even the Vietnam vets that were still active at that time in late 90s, they were just like, hey, the military's gotten too soft. It's gotten too soft. So is it like a generational thing where it's like continuously getting soft and it's hard to go back to what maybe us, guys in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s were used to at that time? That's a serious question. I'd be curious to see. I wasn't pointing fingers at anybody when I made those comments, but it was back in those days. They had to crank start their tanks and everything like that. Back in my day. Oh, I love it. Definitely not the force of old. What do we have here? This is a good one here. This would be a good fix. Thank you, Doc, for saying that. Appreciate it. Here's the thing. I bring up the Chaplain Corps. Most of you know that Junior is he's in the Chaplain Corps. He's going into the Chaplain Corps. He's in seminary right now, and I think that's a lot of good. Some of you are probably thinking, "Oh, it's because you're the dad." And blah blah. That's not the case. I think the Chaplain Corps. I think it's a calling, and I think chaplains are there to help their service members. But it got to be to a point where it was almost like, oh, they're counseling, they're doing this, they're doing that. And that's not what it's there for. You need spiritual guidance there, and I think that's what it's all good. moving on. I said it was short. We're not even close to being done. Dates coming up, guys. I want to talk about dates real quick. I'm speaking this coming year, at Podfest down in Orlando, Florida. I would love to see you guys be able to make it. January 15th through the 18th. I'm speaking Saturday on the 17th at 3 o'clock, and I'm doing the art of an interview, like how to interview people and stuff like that. So you podcasters that are out there, if you're interested in coming, this is an event. It's the largest podcasting event in the world. Honored to be asked to speak at it. Looking forward to being there and seeing all of podcast friends that I have grown to know over the last decade plus doing it. So, and it would not let me post it there. Okay, that's fine. So let's do this. Next one is New Military Creator Con, April 16th through the 18th. It's going to be happening in Arlington, Texas, just kind of a suburb there of Dallas. Get your tickets now because the tickets are like, there's a huge discount on them right now. Go to militarycreatorcon.com. This is for all of you active duty, Guard, Reserve, veterans, spouses, military child. If you create, whether you have a book or you're an author, you're a podcaster, you're a welder, you create art, you create something, get a table. We're selling tables. We're looking for speakers. Go to militarycreatorcon.com and check that out. This is already booking up fast. You are not going to want to miss this. Excuse me. So check it out, Military Creator Con. Again, I got to give a shout out to all the podcast shows on Heroes Media Group. It wouldn't be a company if it wasn't for you guys. We've had 12 new shows start this year on the network, and I'll get more into that next week as we do a yearly wrap up. I think, post Christmas HMG yearly wrap up. We got shows that went out this week. The Disgruntled PM, great episode each and every week. T-Dog, he does a fantastic job on this. I'm just going to kind of skim over these real quick. So these are the new episodes that are out this week. Make sure you get them ready to go, and you can binge watch them on heroesmediagroup.com. Go check out your favorite podcasts over there. So the Disgruntled PM, new episode this week. Double S Podcast had a new episode this week. Women of War is now live with 3 episodes up. They dropped 3 episodes their first week, from the first female pilot to fly with the Air Force Thunderbirds, to leading out loud, to the only woman in the room, earning a seat at the table. This was awesome. Check them out. Women of War with retired Lieutenant Colonel Olivia Nunn. She's the host over there. Great gal. I gotta say, let me see here. You didn't dodge my net the entire year. In fact, let's bring that up since you want to talk about it. How many of you in 2026? Let's put it to a vote right now. So, you know what? I'm a David Gordon and our buddy Ken. We were all in the same unit together. Love these guys to death. Earlier this year, we had talked about doing a podcast, and let me see if I have, and I'm pretty sure I do. B7. Okay. Oh yeah, stand by. This is gonna be fun. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We were gonna do, I think it was called the Grumpy, was it the Grumpy Old Man Podcast? Is that what it was? I can't find it. You're lucky I can't find it because I want to post it up here and show everybody. I'm not zooming in. Ken, the Grumpy Old Guys Podcast. Thank you, Ken. That's what it was. The Grumpy Old Guys Podcast. Who wants to see a Grumpy Old Guys podcast in 2026? Let's do this. Let's find out. Let's do this. 2026 Grumpy Old Guy Podcast. Now, here's what's got to happen to make this happen. These guys are in Arizona. I travel quite a bit, but the nice thing is we got technology. Leave a comment. not David, not Ken, because they don't have a choice in this one. We're gonna make this happen. Should we fly out to Arizona sometime next year and just do a series of shows with these guys, the grumpy old guys? If you guys want to see Grumpy Old Guys podcast, leave a comment below. Ken's asking about the elf on the shelf. I'm not zooming in on this one because it's not child friendly. But the elf is just causing mischief. We'll just put it that way. Grumpy Old Guy podcast. Yeah, that's we got to make that happen. That could be one of the new shows of 2026 for HMG. David Gordon, great idea. Let's make it happen. I love it. I got one better. How about you two get on in a car or on a plane, and I tell you what, let's go to Gettysburg. We'll go to Gettysburg and we'll shoot a couple of shows at Gettysburg. What are you guys' thoughts on that? In the meantime, next up, we got the strategic veteran. They got Adam Peters, great guy. Got a new episode out this week as well. She Bird the Vibe, mother-daughter combo. They're fantastic. Mia, just a young lady, just turning 18. She's talking about childhood memories and kind of last thoughts before she turns 18 years old. She Bird the Vibe, great episode. J-Mac podcast down in Phoenix, Arizona. He's got some stuff coming up, I believe, December 30th at the Wigwam over in Litchfield Park. Make sure if you're in Arizona, Airborne Ron, Isaiah, where are you? Isaiah 68 over there on the YouTube. I know you guys are down there. I know you know Josh. Go make sure you guys can get over there and support if you can. That SOS podcast, they had 3 episodes this week. One of them with yours truly. It was talking about transition. Isn't always about losing your identity. It's about learning how to translate it. And the video clip that they used from my episode this week was something else. It kind of, I had gotten out and I transitioned out of the military kind of abruptly. I gave up a second half of my reenlistment bonus that I had to get out because I didn't have a family care plan. But you want to learn more about it, listen to Vet SOS podcast. They also have their veteran entrepreneur spotlight and the scoop this week for those guys. They're doing great. And they're already, I talked to Sean yesterday, they're adding stuff for 2026. It's going to be awesome. Speak Up, Show Up, and Lead podcast with JJ Hardy. He's got a new episode out. Sandra McEllis has got a new episode out. And then, of course, Homefront Sit Rep podcast. David Willis, he was on here just a few minutes ago. I think he's still on. New episode out. They also have Tip of the Spear. I believe it's next week or the week after, just before the new year. If you haven't seen the Tip of the Spear, it's a veterans roundtable of veteran podcasters all over the country. It's awesome. Make sure you check out Homefront Sit Rep podcast. What else do we got? Patriots Inside the Wire, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights. The Arms Room Show. What are you every day carrying for your medical stuff? Figure out what you need. They talk about it and what you need everywhere you go, and keep it simple. Misfit Nation podcast. They do several shows each week. Rich LaMonica jumps on with Air Force veteran entrepreneur, author, and speaker Dennis McCurdy. Check that out. Great episode. Misfit Nation podcast. We got your 6 at 6 with the People's Patriot Project every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. They've got new stuff out this week. Go check it out. Other Side of the Firewall's got stuff out this week. Pushing Back Chaos. They got a new episode out that came out last Saturday. They got a new one that's coming out tomorrow as well. I just got to get it up there, and we'll be working on that later today. They're back. Let me tell you about Pushing Back Chaos. They took several months off, and listening to this episode, they go into why, and they talk about what's ahead. This has been an HMG fave for a lot of people. Come check it out. Pushing Back Chaos. What else? Chasing Happiness has got a new one, and then of course, Rise Up Voices from the Front Line has also got a new one out this week as well. Shout out! We're getting ready to end the year here, but it's the Christmas holidays, and it wouldn't be holidays if I didn't give some shout outs real quick to our network sponsors that have been with us for all year. My buddy AJ Richards right there from the farm, from the farm. Go check them out. My man Anthony Moriello over at My Taxful. Hey guys, if it's tax season and if you guys really need help and you want to learn how to save some money, how to move some money around, go to mytaxfella.com. Tell Anthony that Adam sent you, and he'll make sure he takes care of you. Forget Genetics, my man Barry, veteran-owned company. If you're a hunter, this is the product that you want in your woods. If maybe you don't hunt and you just like having the animals in your backyard, forget Genetics. Best stuff you can buy on the market, hands down, and it's affordable. It's veteran and family owned, veteran owned and family run. He's got the whole family involved. Awesome. Check it out. Forget Genetics. Jim Neary's Live Bait and Tackle down in southern Pennsylvania. Marine Corps veteran, another good guy. Finn Tactical, great group of dudes over in Ohio. They are responsible for our new websites and then the Freedom People. So go check them out as well. Guys, I will be here live next Friday morning. Love to see you guys come on. Let's talk a little bit. It's going to be laid back, probably not your typical show that we do with like news articles and stuff like that. If you're interested in joining next Friday to come on, DM me, send me a message on either of the social platforms, or you can send me an email right here, media@heroesmedia GRP. Say, hey, I'd love to be on the show. And let's get a group. Let's do like a roundtable or a group. Let's see if anybody's interested in doing that. I didn't forget Trevor. T-Dog over on YouTube won the ugly sweater contest. Goes to T-Dog. I'm not going to post the one that won it for him. I got to put it that way. he had some that came in. It was like, okay, yeah, I can't post that one. But they were funny. Those of you that sent sweaters in, thank you. There was a couple of you, but let's do this. And I'm gonna mention this next week as well. I want to hear what you guys want to see and what you want to hear in 2026. Plus, next week I'm making a big announcement for HMG going into 2026. It's something that you're not going to want to miss, and it's something that you can actually really kind of get hands-on and be a part of a little bit more. So that's it for today. Guys, gals, kids of all ages, thank you for being here this week. I'm glad I made it back in time in the studio to do the show this week. I want to say this to each and every one of you. I hope all of you and your families have a very Merry Christmas. God bless you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Merry Christmas, everybody.